Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 3rd, 2023. This is for Leo. Alright, Leo, let's see what's going on. This is your last shuffle. Let's see, Leo. Alright, so what we have is optimism and we have travel. Well, listen, it's taking you a long time to get to this place. That's what this is saying. Spirit's been calling attention to optimism for you. So today, in optimism, no kidding, gives me this Leo sun energy every time I see it. I'm like, oh, this is such a typical Leo card. You've got so much abundance around you. If you look at the imagery, with so much abundance, and it's almost as though you could be pessimistic, right, and say all this stuff I've got to do. Look at all these things I've got to pick, and then I've got to figure out what to do with all of that, and then I've got to cut all this grass, and look at all the hills, and look at da. You could find a number of things wrong with that situation, right? But you can also find 1,000,001 things that are absolutely right. Look at all that bounty. Everything's growing, and it's all growing together. You ever seen 5 different fruits growing off of one tree? I mean, it's like you have a miracle around you, or you have great things around you, and all it takes is just a perspective. It's just a perspective shift that has occurred or needs to occur, with Spirit calling attention to that. See, there's something here about being in between. There's some positive changes happening, or you made some decisions that are supposed to make things better. With the Two of Pentacles and Judgment, it looks like you have to be optimistic about something. You may need to make decisions that are going to make things better, right? And that's something where they're asking you to be optimistic. Use optimism as a guiding post to know exactly what to do, right? Look, now we got Page of Pentacles and we have Knight of Cups. All right, this is a conversation here. So we have optimism with Two of Pentacles, Judgment, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. This is a conversation just about, right? What do we stick to? What needs to be adhered to and stuck to? And what needs to change? What needs to go, right? What needs to stay? What needs to go? And a lot of this is like optimism is the only way that this is going to actually change for the better. The Judgment energy says you're going to make a final decision. You better make it on optimism. You better not make it on, and then I've got that to do, and then I've got that to do, right? Because look at all this stuff. I mean, I see this all the time. I've met people who are surrounded with this much abundance, and they are only looking at what is wrong with the situation. They never talk about how great it is, or actually feel it. They just say it, This is great, and you could just tell they're thinking about all the, now I got to go wipe that, now I got to do this, and you're just like, dude, you have a baby grand piano and this, that, and the third. Are you, how are you not excited about this? Like, or certain things, right? So Leo, they're showing here that the decision that needs to be made here, the changes that need to occur, is mostly looking at how amazing things are for you, how much you have, how much you can have, right? Because once this falls away, you've got other things that come up, right? There may be pumpkins after, in the harvest season, that are growing at that moment. Either way, Spirit wants to call attention to that. Now, travel is the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You've come a long way mentally, right? You're able to, with the Queen of Swords and King of Swords, if you're talking about these are people, which that's not what they're saying here. This would not be it's a great combination if you're saying, me versus another person. It's like, oh, you guys are a perfect pair, cool. But this is not that. This is more so of an, you've come a long way being concerned, worried all the time that you're not intelligent enough, worrying that you are already defeated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then everything's almost ripe on the tree and I haven't even been outside to pick anything. It's probably all rotten before I get there. You come a long way from being very worried about stuff like that and worried that you're overlooking something, to being someone who now is like, these are my worries. How can I solve each one of them? I'm going to sit here and think about them, write them down, and then come up with a solution. That's what the Page of Pentacles does. He does research, right? So they're showing that you come a long way. So you have a lot of reason to be optimistic. You have a lot of reasons to be positive about your life. There's a lot of things to be happy about. Now let's move on, because woo, that's a lot, right? And Judgment is here again. A consciousness of lack is 7 of Cups, and Judgment You can't even imagine your life being terrible right now. That's something that they're showing, that I can't do that, right? There's a lot of, it seems as though it seems like there's a lot of options, but the thing is that you are aware that you don't have time to be wasting, fantasizing about how like people go, well, in a perfect world, this and that would occur. You're like, I don't have time for perfect world solutions. I have time for a rational, logical solution I can apply now. Like, I don't have time for this. Like, what, you know what I mean? You know how someone comes up to you, they're like, I know. Why don't you build a da 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 da? Okay, listen, that's next year, right? Even if I start building now, that's next year when I'll be able to use it. I'm talking about tomorrow. What am I going to do tomorrow? And so they're showing that you lack the ability, you're conscious and aware, right, that you need to make a decision, and you don't have all day to be trying to pick apart the one that's just like never going to happen. Oh, it only costs $1 billion. Oh, okay. Maybe I don't have that right now, anything for 10 kind of thing. So this is what this shows here. Listen, I don't have time I don't have time to play games. I can't, I'm happy. They're showing an energy of happiness and joy, but it's not that, like, you can be optimistic, but optimistic doesn't also mean lazy or not lazy, but, imaginary, or just, time to daydream, lots of time to daydream. A lovely place to daydream, but you don't have time. It's like, maybe stand there for a second, but just start picking. Angels of the Four Directions is Seven of Swords and High Priestess, and this is Spirit. These are your angels. They're telling you here, don't believe the mess that you're listening to, because you had the Seven of Cups over this, right? And the Seven of Cups is I lack the ability of this, and I lack that, and I don't have this. The angels are trying to clear away some things or get you to see what you can't see, what you didn't see before. Seven of Swords oftentimes is deception, right? But when the angels of the Four Directions come in on that with the High Priestess, this is saying, see, look back and see those swords that you left. You don't see something. You miss something moving quickly, right? Trying to make a hasty decision. The angels are here to help, to give you focus. They're here to help you see things clearly. If you feel as though you aren't sure about something, call on the angels. They're archangels Raphael and Uriel. If you feel as though something is eluding you, and it's like I don't see the options really as clearly as I would like to. What are my options? Ask your angels. I kid you not. I kid you not. With a judgment here, twice, Leo, they're going to answer you. You're going to hear their voice. You are going to hear voices. Some of you already do with the High Priestess, Knight of Cups, judgment here twice. Some of you already do hear voices, and you don't know what to say. With the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, some of you do. And you may think it's you. You may think that you're going nuts, or you are not going to tell other people, because they'll be like, I'm right, Leo. You just need attention. And that's not the case. Leo, you may hear things, and they're saying that they're going to show you what you don't see, or what you couldn't see before. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So either way, that's what we've got here. They're saying that you're wrong about something. They're saying that you're not right, that you think it's you that's talking to you. Like like your own intellect. And they're saying that that's not correct. Seven of Swords here. I just wanted to be sure it's not correct. It is like your spirit team, angels, guides, and they want you to call on them if you get confused about anything, or you need assistance with anything, or you are trying to figure out what your truest options are, and things that need to fall away or you need to hold on to. But they want you to be optimistic. Optimism needs to be the only considering factor, right? The only way that you would consider any option is through optimism. That's the only way to be able to see your options. I want to say, be optimistic and tell your spirit, your angels, right? You explain to them, I need help. They're going to answer you through songs. They're going to answer you through voice. You might hear it. Okay? It might come through a person. They don't even know that they just said something that you just asked about in the car by yourself. I'm not kidding. This is wild. All right, so you could be dealing with why did I say Taurus? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You're dealing with almost every sign here except for fire. So this is almost saying to me that this isn't your passion or something driving you. This is spirit driving you, right? Because head and heart mixed together, that's all of this is an energy of like you're going through the chakras and you're hearing something come through. You're getting downloads. So either way, you could be dealing with those signs, or those signs could be in your chart. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.